Welcome, dear viewers. This is ERi-TV bringing you the latest news from around the world. And these are the ones making the top stories for today. Public diplomacy activities by diaspora nationals. Training for teachers in Habero subzone. Israel says its troops will remain in Gaza, Lebanon and Syria indefinitely. And a boat with about 400 passengers sank in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And your domestic reports, nationals in Germany, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, New Zealand and the United States have conducted various public diplomacy activities. According to reports, the National Committee of Eritreans in Germany held its 4th Congress on 15 April in Frankfurt, attended by representatives from 26 cities across Germany. Mr. Johannes Waldo, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean Embassy in Germany, noted that national associations have reached a new stage by strengthening their organizational capacity. He commended the National Committee for its relentless efforts in organizing activities for the national associations. Mr. Johannes Mabrahtu, chairman of the National Committee, presented an activity report outlining the achievements registered, challenges encountered and measures taken to address those challenges. Meanwhile, Mr. Kibrab Takheste, Eritrea's Consul General in Frankfurt, conducted a seminar for nationals in Nuremberg, focusing on the current situation in the homeland. Mr. Kibrab stated that the Eritrean people, while safeguarding their country's sovereignty, are actively involved in the national construction process and development. He also called on nationals to strengthen their resilience against the forces attempting to reverse the country's progress. Mr. Ta'am Haile, head of Public and Community Affairs at the Eritrean Embassy, called on nationals to support the construction of a boarding school in Afambo, southern Red Sea region. Similar seminars were held in Frankfurt, Cologne, Dusseldorf and Mannheim. In related news, Eritrean nationals in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia held a meeting to elect a new committee for the International Community School. The meeting, attended by Mr. Abdurrahman Usman, Eritrea's consul in Jeddah, resulted in the election of a new committee for a 5-year term. In Egypt, the National Union of Eritrean Women branch conducted a seminar for members on 12 April in Cairo. At the event, Ms. Saadia Ibrahim, head of the National Union of Eritrean Women in the Southern Red Sea region, and Ms. Kaltum Adam, head of the Union branch in Egypt, gave extensive briefings on the current situation of Eritrean women in Egypt. Mr. Aman Abdelwase, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean Embassy in Egypt, was also in attendance. Likewise, the Eritrean community in Auckland, New Zealand, participated in the International Cultural Festival held on 6 April. During the event, the community showcased various materials promoting Eritrea's culture and heritage. The National Council of Eritrean Americans in the Southwest conducted its 12th Congress in Santiago, California. Additionally, the National Committee of Eritreans in Lakester, California, held a public meeting. At the meeting, Mr. Burhana Gebrahiwat, chargé d'affaires at the Eritrean Embassy, urged nationals, especially the youth, to strengthen their organizational capacity and actively participate in national affairs. In another news, the Ansaba Region Education Office has provided training to 350 teachers, supervisors and school administrators in the Habero subzone. Mr. Taghlasembet Zarai, head of the secondary schools at the Regional Education Office, stated that the training focused on basic concepts of pedagogy, school management and student evaluation. Mr. Usman Mohammed Adam, head of the education facilities in the subzone, noted that the training will have a significant contribution in improving the teaching learning process and student performance. He called on the trainees to apply what they have learned in practical settings. The trainees expressed appreciation for the opportunity and pledged to contribute meaningfully to the advancement of the teaching learning process. The viewers will be back with your international reports and more after the short break. Welcome back to the program. Israel's defense minister says that Israeli troops will remain in Gaza, Lebanon and Syria indefinitely as the military tightens its grip on several occupied territories. The military said that it had turned 30% of Gaza into a security buffer zone and struck around 1,200 terror targets since resuming its offensive on March 18. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to defeat Hamas and return 59 captives being held by armed groups in Gaza, including 24 who Israel believes are alive. Hamas has said it will not agree to release the captives without a complete Israeli withdrawal from Gaza and a lasting ceasefire. Netanyahu has also said that Israel will implement U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal for the resettlement of much of the Gaza's population in other countries through what Netanyahu refers to as voluntary immigration. On today's final report, according to a local official, a boat has capsized after catching fire in the northwestern Democratic Republic of the Congo, leaving at least 50 people dead and hundreds missing. The search for the missing was underway yesterday with rescue teams supported by the Red Cross and provincial authorities following the accident on the Congo River late Tuesday night. The motorized wooden boat with about 400 passengers caught fire near the town of Mbandaka after having left the port of Matankumu for the Bolomba territory. Several passengers, including women and children, died after jumping into the water without being able to swim. About 100 survivors were taken to an improvised shelter at the Mbandaka town hall, many of them with bad burns. Deadly boat accidents are common in the Central African country. Now a quick reminder of the top stories. Public diplomacy activities by diaspora nationals. Training for teachers in Habero subzone. Israel says its troops will remain in Gaza, Lebanon and Syria indefinitely. And a boat with about 400 passengers sank in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, that was it for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching.